Hello guys, welcome back, and in this video I'm going to give you guys a stimulus update, a fourth stimulus package update, a fourth stimulus check update, and let's go ahead and get straight into this video. Will Congress give you a fourth stimulus check? We may learn more this week. Now, if you guys watched the video recently that I published, I stated that there was an inside report stating that White House members are going to address the American Families Plan, also known as the fourth stimulus package, with House Democrats this Tuesday, right? Now, both houses of Congress will be back in session this week for the first time since May 20th. And following this, we know that the American Families Plan is going to be brought up the next day. So on Tuesday, they're going to be talking about that, discussing about what could be included, what is in it, and also where they see this heading, how they're going to pass it, such as budget reconciliation. Is there possible bipartisanship that they could seek out and go forward with on passing this fourth stimulus package? And will there be a fourth stimulus check included? Now, behind the scenes, we know that Bernie Sanders and Chuck Schumer are already creating the budget reconciliation for this American Families Plan to get it all set up, because they're trying to pass it quick. They want it done before September 30th. It's definitely possible that they could do this in July, August, early September. It doesn't have to be the end of September, but that is the deadline for this fiscal year. That is the deadline for when they can use that budget reconciliation. That will be the last day they can use it for this fiscal year. Now, as House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and other lawmakers get back to work after their Memorial Day recess, a few new developments could cause the discussion of a fourth stimulus check to intensify. Those include fresh comments from the White House regarding they are going to be talking and discussing the American Families Plan, the fourth stimulus package, on Tuesday, as well as Jen Psaki talking about Biden is open and willing to include stimulus checks, as well as, really good information regarding stimulus checks from the White House and stimulus package from the White House, as well as the research that has been updated and provided to us recently from multiple articles, multiple sources on how the recent stimulus checks have helped people regarding keeping food on their tables, paying off debt, relieving stress, anxiety, helping people get along and be able to keep their head afloat. And in the meanwhile, each week, more people join the crusade for additional relief to help households afford food and housing, cover other basic bills, and pay down debt amid the financial fallout from COVID. So we already know there's a lot of strong pushes for a fourth stimulus check. Now we know for sure 100% that they are going to be discussing this week or possibly the week after. We know that the only thing in the way right now that could cause a hiccup regarding the fourth stimulus package being 100% spotlighted is the infrastructure bill. Now, what we know about this is Biden met with the G7 leaders. They also came up with a 15% minimal corporate tax rate globally, which is going to help add funds for a fourth stimulus package or a fourth stimulus check, whichever route they are going to go, as well as in their meeting, the leaders of the Group of Seven economies pledged on Sunday to continue their huge economic support programs for as long as is necessary and avoid the mistakes of the past when stimulus had been scaled back too early. So among these conversations, with not only agreeing to a global minimum corporate tax rate of 15%, they were also telling Biden that they need to keep up the economic support programs and keep stimulating the people to make sure that they are okay throughout this pandemic. They know that they are going to keep supporting, that a lot of people still need support. A lot of people are still in debt. A lot of this is not their fault, and it's because of the pandemic. And they noticed that, they acknowledged that. So this is really good to see and hear that this was one of the conversations being talked about with Biden, which is most likely why Biden told Schumer yesterday that he needs to keep pushing calls for the $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness, insinuating that he is going to be able to relieve student loan debt up to $50,000 very, very soon through an executive order. So as you can see, all of this whole meeting with the G7 leaders was great for Americans as well, because they're also pushing Biden. They're also letting him know that, look, we're going to continue the stimulus relief. You should do the same. People still need it. This pandemic is not over. Remember what happened when we stopped it a while ago? People came more and more in debt, and people were losing their homes, etc., etc. So all of that is really good news regarding the fourth stimulus check. Now, what we know right now is the latest rumor was Bernie Sanders is including a $2,000 stimulus check into the budget reconciliation that is being worked on behind the scenes right now. Now, there's no official no official documents or information provided that state and can confirm that he has indeed included $2,000 stimulus checks. So right now that is a rumor, but it's good to know that that is actually being, rumored, because most of the time anything rumored is most likely going to get to Congress, either from reporters, interviewers, social media. It's going to get to Congress members eventually. So everybody knows that there's a strong push for the stimulus checks. Even the change.org petition is still growing for $2,000 stimulus checks, followed by $1,000 stimulus checks. There's a lot of work to be done regarding the stimulus. And not only is it two bills, the infrastructure, aka the American Jobs Plan, that they have a bipartisan deal on now, there is also the American Families Plan. It's a two-part bill for the Build Back Better plan. And regarding this, they do not have to keep both of them separate and pass them separately, one at this date and then one in a later date. They could actually combine the two and pass it with a budget reconciliation, as long as there was some bipartisan support, some bipartisan deal making going on for Joe Manchin, Senator Manchin, as well as Kristen Sinema, Senator Sinema. So as long as there was some bipartisanship and most of the money being used for the American Jobs Plan portion is going to be by gas tax increases, then they could obviously add the American Families Plan to this and include the stimulus checks from the corporate tax rate increase and combine these two together and pass it through a budget reconciliation, now that there is going to be bipartisanship in it, as well as funds to cover the cost of the total plan. And if you guys are new here, I'm just going to go over a recap of the latest offers for the stimulus checks. we have $2,000 stimulus checks, followed by $1,000 recurring stimulus checks every month from 83 Democrats plus Kamala Harris, which Kamala Harris is singled out personally because she is the tie-breaking vote in the Senate. She is for this plan. So if it does come down to a tie-breaking vote, which it will if it's budget reconciliation, Kamala Harris is going to accept this deal and pass it. Also, we have the $2,000 fourth and fifth stimulus checks coming from the House Ways and Means Committees. 7 Democrats from that House Ways and Means Committee offered this option, and they are a big deal because they are the budget. They create the budget for spending. They say where it's going to go, and they actually create the stimulus checks as far as legislation. So this is huge coming from them, pushing for stimulus checks as well. Just a fourth and fifth, but both $2,000 fourth and fifth stimulus checks, as well as $2,000 stimulus checks until the pandemic is over. This one is supported by 23 House Democrats. So there is 3 options right now. We also have the change.org petition, but that's not what's being discussed in Congress. It's basically similar to the big proposal from the 83 Democrats and Kamala Harris. So it's pretty much the same as that one. But like I said, you guys just stay positive, stay optimistic. The Insider was correct. They are going to be spotlighting the American Families Plan this week. So we are going to learn a lot more about stimulus. We're going to learn a lot more about what is going to happen with the stimulus check within these next couple of weeks. So make sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, give this video a like and hit your notification bell. Turn that notification bell on so you guys do not miss these updates, because this week is about to start and it's about to be really good for stimulus relief. So I hope you guys stick with me throughout this all and stay positive throughout it all and stay optimistic. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I just want to update you guys real quick on the latest news. And I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow, unless some really good news comes out tomorrow. Later today. And then I'll update you guys later. But until next time, you guys stay positive, stay blessed, and stay optimistic. I'll see you guys later. Bye.